Turn me up, turn me up, turn me up. It's your boy Ralph, aka Mr. Indeed.
You already know it's your boy Antoine, aka Mr. Parker. And like normal, guys, it's a brand new year, but we still here for a good time, not a long time, and we promise to always
keep it real, raw, and relevant. Welcome to the Rated R Podcast.
$20, $25, and yeah, we still here. That's a blessing in itself, right there. And to all our fans, friends, and family that's watching, same goes out to y'all. I'm glad to see y'all made it to another year as well.
I want to just thank everybody for the birthday wishes.
Happy birthday!
Your boy turned 36, and it was a blessing. I had a lot of fun, surrounded by, I won't say friends, but I say surrounded by family for my birthday. So shout out to everybody who made it happen. Special shout out to the one and only Mrs. Indeed, because she put on the show for me.
Yeah, this PG, rated PG, bro.
Yeah. That's why I say she put on the show for me.
Yeah. We had a good time, though. Shout outs to everybody who came and helped this man turn old.
Man. And a special shout out to my best friends, man. They came all the way. One of them had a bad knee, and the other one, she just who she is. So shout out to them for showing up as well. Shout out to you and your wife, of course, for showing up. And like you told me tonight, just know you officially got to be at my birthday next year. So yes, sir, I'm there. And shout out to Charles and Jessica, man. One of my favorite couples. But outside of that, Red, we've been missing in action. We both been under the weather. I just really got my voice back, and it's somewhat back, somewhat not. But we had to go ahead and get a show and put a show on for the people.
First show, first episode of 2025. Here we go. Before we get started, definitely shout out to D. My man. He's still rocking with the team, so make sure we give him a shout out. He made it to 2025 as well. Matter of fact, shout out to his wife for allowing him to deal with us.
Bruh.
But no, man, we're going to get straight into it, man. I ran across this video, which I already sent you, and I'm going to let my boy D run it for us.
A woman's intuition only seems to work when you think he's cheating, or you think he's messing with somebody else, or he's moving foul, or he's entertaining somebody else. It works 100% of the time then, but when it comes to seeing that he's unhappy, that he needs something from you, that his needs aren't being met, that he can't be vulnerable with you because you're not a safe space emotionally, like everything that will be beneficial to him, you can't seem to see that, or your intuition doesn't kick in. Then the problem is you using your woman's intuition in a positive way to help your man in this relationship means that you have to take accountability for what you're not doing on your end, which is why he can't give you what it is you're saying you need from him emotionally. Does he want to give you that? Yes, absolutely. Can he trust you to give you that? No, because you only see what you want to see. You look at that man and you can see everything he's doing wrong, but you can't look at him and see into him to see that he's not getting what he needs from you and he's unhappy. I want you to fix that, because what's going to happen is you're going to let your woman's intuition, your spidey senses, your gut feeling, whatever it is, you're going to allow that insecurity to push your relationship to a place of no return. And then he's going to walk out, he's going to heal, and he's going to end up being with the woman who gives him exactly what it is he was looking for, because he understands by dating you exactly what it is he does not want from the next woman. So low key, you're actually going to help him find a better mate.
I really need you to go first, bro, because I want to make sure that I get your opinion first.
All right, so quickly, I can do it quickly on this video. We as guys been saying this for a long time about this whole intuition word, and then we can actually blame guys too, because she said at the end her words were, eventually he's going to move on and find someone else. But guys tend to deal with a lot for a lot longer than a woman would when it comes to something like that, if I say so myself. But no, real talk, man. I definitely agree with the video. Your intuition should go both ways. If it helps you when it's a fire outside, it should help you get the fire extinguisher and put it out. It should help you when times are good as well. I don't know why the intuition has turned to where it only works when things are bad, or better yet, when you feel things are bad and it benefits your thought. But as she said, you don't feel that when he is coming at you, telling you how he feels. Better yet, he shouldn't have to do that because your intuition tells you everything, right? I mean, I'm just going by what the video said. That's all. That's all, bro.
Man, I think so. Let me ask you this question first, because I know we talk about women's intuition, but do you think men have intuition?
Bruh. Yeah, but no. Like we have given women credit to this intuition because they say that intuition is never wrong. Well, yeah, we get that same feeling or sick feeling to our stomach when we know something ain't right. Yeah, we get it too. We just don't call it women intuition. Yeah, we know
Well,
what's wrong.
yeah. I mean, I know it. I know we don't call it women intuition, but I think that everybody got their intuition, and I really think that everybody got their intuition when something is wrong. I think that women use it differently than when men use it. I think men can sense when their significant other isn't happy, or something is wrong, or something is out of the ordinary. And so I think that that's when men will be like, hey, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? And of course, most of the time it's, oh, it's nothing is wrong. Yeah, but you ain't acting like you normally act, and I know how you normally act. I think women use it more as a what they would call a superpower, to say, oh, I know that you out here doing this or you out here doing that. I think that men listen to theirs less, because I think that as men, we try to deal with whatever it may come with. I think that intuition is not just a woman thing, but it's also a man thing as well. But I do think that women tend to use their intuition negatively when it affects the man. I don't think they use it in a positive way to try to fix things. Like, hey, babe, I got this feeling you ain't been happy. Like, what's going on? Let's talk about it. I think that that's how men use it, but I think that women use it more as a detective mechanism. Like, oh yeah, you got to be cheating, this, that, and the third, because and so that's how I feel about it, Rick.
Yeah. I think we pretty much on the same page. What she said in the video really explained it pretty well. So once you hear the video, you pretty much see where she's going with it, and it's not hard to read between the lines. And if you're really, like she said, it takes a point where you have to take accountability. And if you're not ready for that, then it don't really matter what you or I say or what she was saying, because you're gonna be stuck in your ways.
But you know what, Red? And I was talking to D about this other day, and I mean, we'll get deeper into it as we continue these discussions. But like, have you realized that at this point in time in the world, it is so much women against men going on? Like all over social media is a man don't do this, a man don't do that, a woman don't do this, a woman don't do that. There is no the word you use, Red. There is no accountability nowhere because it's easier to blame somebody than to look in the mirror and look at yourself. But I know we're going to get to that during the conversation. When you said accountability, you just took me to a whole nother place.
Well, I'm gonna jump on that real quick too, and then we'll go on to the next. But I like the way you said that it's a men versus women. Me and my wife talked about that. It's a men versus women thing all 2024. But I don't think people really understand why. Now men have actually started speaking up. That's the problem. If we're gonna be honest, that's the problem. Now that we're talking and we're coming back at them, yes, we sassy. Or something along them lines. But it was okay when like you said, you can just bad talk us and we take it, and then the men who was speaking up, the people that bother me the most is the ones that their situation is a little better than others. And they come out saying stuff like a real man's supposed to. No, brother, just because you can don't mean that's what everybody's supposed to do. If anything, you should be telling folks to do what best for you and your household. But yeah, we're not gonna get into all that because I could go
Hey,
on.
Red, I got a question though before we move on. If you are sassy, it's wrong, right?
Of course,
If your kid is sassy, it's wrong, right?
absolutely,
But if the woman's sassy, it's okay because she's supposed to be that way,
right.
right?
Supposed to be that way.
Right?
Yeah,
There ain't no accountability. Make it make sense. Go
I
ahead.
just did. The only people that hold accountability is everybody but them. But hey, we're not gonna get into that. And we're talking about the ones that don't hold accountability. Let's make sure we say that we're not talking all women. We're talking the ones who refuse to hold accountability. So we're gonna jump straight into this 50 Cent mess. I forgot what her name is, but after that little passage I read, bro, that is beyond me. D, put it on the screen so everybody else can see this mess. Yeah. If y'all saw what I saw, hopefully y'all feel like I feel. This woman done lost her mind. Absolutely lost her mind. What you thinking?
Red, what do you need $25,000 for? And I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but like, what do you need $25,000 for? Like, are you finna go buy a car? Are you finna pay up your rent on your apartment? Like, what exactly do you need $25,000 for? Like, and there was no context, and I think that's what I have been so upset with about social media. Like, they tell you bits and pieces to make you feel sorry for them so that they can be looked at as the victim. And it's just not women, but this is men also. Like, we don't put no context behind anything. Like, you just said you asked the man for $25,000 and he said he'll let you borrow $25,000. But then you turned around and brought up the fact that y'all have sex and this, that, and the third. Like, I really want to make it make sense. Like, the reason that we're in these situations that we're in is, let's make it 100% clear, is because not all, I'm not saying all, most women value money, most men value sex. So that's just what it is, and that's why it's looked at as an even exchange, but it's not. Like, there is no even exchange with money and sex, except, go ahead, Red.
Bruh, I just had to read it again. And I just want to break down some things, and then I'm going to tell you how I really feel. So first off, shout out to 50 Cent. I gave you 25. You didn't want to give it back to me, so I took 100.
Hey, and that's, bruh, that's you 100%. Cause if you let anybody borrow anything, just know there's an interest rate on whatever they get.
Well, actually, bro, what's crazy, I was thinking about that earlier. I feel like people take advantage of my good heart. Like, and I'm not putting nobody business out there. I just feel like it's so easy for a person to ask me, and I really have a problem saying no. And it's like people know that, so they just ask. But this ain't about me. It's not about me. So she said I was pretty and beautiful for 50 Cent, and he clearly didn't value me. So already off the rip, that's all you are. Is a pretty and beautiful woman. That's all you had to offer. You just made that clear. She said, I asked 50 for 25K. He refused to give it to me. So I decided to borrow the money from him instead, with no shame, while we were dating. Right? She said I didn't pay him back his 25K because money is nothing to him. The same one that wouldn't give it to you, but let you borrow, but I ain't pay him back because money is nothing to him. I'm already lost.
Red, I'm gonna tell you what upset me about that line specifically.
Wait, because I'm gonna let you break them all down. Don't jump, not yet.
Go ahead.
So he proceeded to take me to court and collected 100K. Now I'm really lost on how you needed 25K or wanted 25K, but you turned out and had to pay 100K. So technically you already had the money. So that's letting us know right there you were just taking money from somebody you felt like had it off the rip. Then she said, men like 50 Cent do not deserve love. That man doesn't know that men have to pay women to sleep with them. Bruh, you just publicly talking about prostitution. And then my question is, was he paying you before you asked for this 25K? Would you having sex with him already before the 25K, or once you got the 25K, then you start having sex with him? But go ahead, bro, because then I'm gonna tell you how I really feel.
All right, Reed. So let me explain something to you. I was upset for a lot of reasons, bro. But there's that right there, that line specifically bothered me because I think that, and it goes back to you saying you having a good heart and you don't tell people no. Just because I got it does not mean you have to ask me for it. Just because you feel like I'm not going to miss it. It is mine. I worked for it. I'm giving it to you out of the kindness of my heart. That does not mean I don't want it back.
Right.
Because Red, what made me mad about it, and she did it as well. Well, money is fine. You got plenty of money. That don't got nothing to do with nothing. As the old people say, Red, that ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. Like, there is no way you sit up and that's called a user. When you use somebody for something with no intentions of doing anything back for them, that's a user, bro. And then for you to say, oh, beautiful and pretty women like me get paid to have sex. So basically what you're saying is there's a dollar amount on you. Something that is supposed to be priceless has a dollar amount. Go ahead, Red.
Well, you just brought me to my main point. So off the rip, you are already letting me know, as they always say, what you got to offer or what you bring to the table. And on top of that, you letting me know that anything I need to pay off or anything money value, I can just offer my I can just offer that to you. And that should just clear my debts. But see, it's not just them. I told you this the other day, you know, in relationships, marriages, this is not nothing new. This is normal. This is the idea of a woman thinking that because that's my man, boyfriend, husband, or dating, as long as I am doing things with him, I don't necessarily have to pay back nothing. Or better yet, if you want to get technical, I really don't think I should be paying for anything as long as I'm giving you my body. That's the idea of the world right now. So her saying this out loud does not surprise me one bit. Like I said, if we really broke it down, she would see how silly she's saying. Because if it was worth that much, you wouldn't have been giving it for free in the beginning.
Red, you know what I want to know? If people know there's a difference between dating and in a relationship. Because to me, there is a clear difference. And I have friends, right? I have male friends, I have female friends who talk about dating and how they're dating several people. But that's because they're not attached to anybody. So are you saying you was dating 50 Cent as in y'all was girlfriend, boyfriend? Like y'all in a relationship? Like, what is the context of your relationship with him? Because truth be told, Red, I'm not sure people would just give up $25,000 to their girlfriend just because. Like if the wife asks for $25,000, 9 times out of 10, I know what she asking for because I know what's going on with everything in the surrounding area. But for someone you dating or your girlfriend asks you for $25,000, like, what I look like? But those are the same type of women who would be talking about, I don't want to go 50-50 with no man.
Yeah. You know, like I know, but I'm not even gonna get into that because it's just so I don't know when we got to this part in the world. And as long as you have, like I was telling you about the men earlier, the men that's stepping up talking about as a real man, this is what you're supposed to do. As long as you got people like that, they're defending it. They're helping what some of these women think should be happening. I'm not saying a man shouldn't provide and blah blah blah, but we already talked about it. There's a difference in providing and paying. That's not the same thing. But we're gonna keep it moving, bro. We're gonna keep it moving. I know you said you wanted to really speak about what's a relationship. I guess an ideal relationship is supposed to look like. So I'm gonna let you go on your rant, boy. Go ahead.
So I think that in today's world, the relationship has no meaning. It has no structure. I think that people don't understand that relationships are hard. Like, people want the easy way. It's easier to just pack up and leave than it is to sit through and work through stuff. And me and D was having this conversation the other day because I'm not sure that people really interested in things that a relationship is supposed to be about. Because in relationships, you're supposed to have a yin and a yang, right? You're supposed to have, I won't say a good and a bad, but you're supposed to be equally yoked, I guess, right? The worst parts of me should be the best parts of you. The worst parts of you should be the best parts of me, because that's what it means, as in coming together to be one. Now we're strong in our areas because we have two people who are strong where the other is weak. Here's my problem with relationships, Red, and I've been thinking about this a lot. I don't think people express expectations, because I want to know, do you expect me to open your car door? Do you expect me to open a door to a restaurant or a building or anything that we're going through? Like, what is your expectation? What do you expect me to be? What do you expect me to do? I don't think that people communicate what their expectation is, because I think that you can't have a successful relationship if you have an expectation but you don't have communication. Because now the only thing that you're doing is setting yourself up to be in a relationship where you don't do nothing but bicker and fight, all because you expect one thing but you haven't told the other person, and now you're upset because they ain't doing what you expect them to do, but you never told them.
Yeah. I like that. So let me start. Let me go off of what you was pretty much saying. One of the biggest problems, I think, is social media. But matter of fact, flat out what we're doing right now, we are voicing our opinions and the way we think things should be going. And all that does is adds fuel to the fire for the ones that think like this, and or a fire hydrant to the ones that's trying to put out a fire and trying to say this makes no sense. So, but when me and my wife talk about it all the time, social media is a huge drug, bro. It's a real drug. And it, like you said, communication and expectation. It's like, I can open every door for you, tell you never touch a door, but you can see on social media that this man takes off this girl's shoes when she comes in the house, puts her jacket in the closet, has her clothes out, whatever the case may be. And you will start saying, my man don't do that. But you forget, your man won't even let you touch a door. Your man won't do this. Your man won't even let you, you forget the things he do because you worry about what he don't do because you see what's on social media. But we both know what's not gonna happen. Accountability ain't gonna happen either. You ain't gonna say, well, what do I do? We know that ain't happening. We can hang that up. So I definitely agree. Like you said, expectation without communication, but communication, simpler communication. You have to be able to talk about everything from the beginning. That's where we fail. We talking about an ideal relationship. You say what you do and you don't like from the beginning. You don't accept things because you don't want to argue, or you don't want her or him to find someone else. because it's only gonna come back up again. Like they always say, you ignore it on red flag or the yellow flag, you know what come out the yellow. Red, come on, brother, bet on it, bet on it. But no, real talk. That's how it goes, man. So communication is definitely top of the line. But I think one of the things that I be want to tell people, know your worth. Like, know it. Don't come up with what you say you worth. Like, know how much work you put in. Know how much you willing to give and what you expect in return. And what I mean by that is, and don't expect, as your boy used to say, Cam family, you can't expect a man making 6 figures, 7 figures, but y'all you willing to do is put in enough to work at Winters. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. And I use that because that goes far in a relationship. Like, you can't give 10% and expect 110. And we're not even talking marriage. We're talking just straight relationship. Like, we got some real folks out here giving the bare minimum and talking about what they deserve. But that shout out, that goes to whomever's accepting it. If you the person accepting that 10%, you're the problem. That person giving that 10% is not the problem. You're the problem. The one that's accepting and the one that's continuing to give more and more, hoping that they will see it and reciprocate. If they gave you 10% in from the beginning, what you think they're going to give you next time? 11? 12? Come on, let's be realistic. So I said all that to say I can't really say what a relationship's supposed to look like. But I can say do what works for you and yours. And be open and honest about what you like and don't like. And don't accept it. Don't accept what you don't like. Because the other person's not. So let's just be, like you said, be open. Communicate. Talk about it. Figure it out. And if it's meant, it'll work. That's compromising. That's the best word. Compromise. Communicate. Compromise. The other one ain't a C, but it starts with an A. Accountability. There you go.
Are your floors looking dull and tired? Dreaming of that sparkling shine that feels like a hot Texas day? Or maybe your carpets need a deep steam clean and a little TLC. Look no further. Elite Precision Janitorial has you covered. We specialize in floor stripping and waxing, and our carpet cleaning services leave your home or office looking and feeling brand new. At Elite Precision, when we shine, you shine. Give us a call today at 469-352-3135 or 469-881-7232. Ask for Raphael or Brandon. We're ready to bring the sparkle back to your space. Elite Precision Janitorial, where clean meets perfection.
Red, J. Cole has one of the best songs in the world for this type of situation. It's called Love Yours. And in that song, he say, there's no such thing as a life that's better than yours.
No such thing. No such thing.
And it's because, Red, and it's like if people really listen and understand what he's saying we make other people's life better than ours because all we do is look at their life and want their life. When in reality, we have to be happy with our life. And if we want something better for our life, it shouldn't be because we seeing somebody else's life. It should be because we want better for our life without even seeing somebody else's life. And I just don't get it. And that's why, to your credit, and you say it all the time, social media is a drug. It's a drug because people don't realize that people are feeding you what they want you to know and what they want you to see. Ain't nobody feeding you what's really going on. Ain't nobody showing you the arguments and all the bad stuff that's going on in their relationship. That's why everybody out here, so long, it was talking about couple goals. Oh, look at the couple goals. Then when you find out somebody cheated in the couple goals, you was like, oh man, look at it. I can't even believe it. Hey, wait a minute. That was just your couple goals now. So don't try to sit here and act like all of a sudden now that you know some real stuff that ain't your couple goals. You can't do it like that. And so that's why you gotta love your own life. You gotta love your own self. Like we gotta get into a place of where we normalize loving yourself, loving who you're with, loving who loves you. And I think that if we did that, the world would be a lot better.
I'm with you. I'm with you, and I like that because you made a point. I was thinking about the one that really stood out was the TikTok that they had started with the one who coming out telling us, I'm not gonna be able to help with mortgage this month. I think that really backfired. I'm gonna keep it real. Like men was really showing how they felt. What? What? You ain't never paid this. What are you talking about? And to them it was a joke, but to reality, it's not a joke. Like y'all do anything for attention. People do anything for attention, and it's like you're not showing that you're appreciative that this man makes these things happen for you. You're just making a joke about it. I'm not gonna be able to help. You ain't never helped. But I ain't seen one video where it's turned into and let me thank my man. I mean, I'm just saying I ain't seen one.
Red, we know just from what we see every day that negativity fly a whole lot higher than positively. And that's a fact. The negative stuff in the world get retweeted 1,000,000 times. The good stuff get retweeted twice. It is what it is. This just how it is. And if you fall in the category that's keeping up this mess and you don't like what we saying, I'm gonna tell you like my co-host tell all the time. I don't care nothing about it. Blame your mama, not me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Hey, by the way, shout out to my best friend who said he said that to his boss after he heard him say it.
That's not a shout out, bro.
That boy is crazy, bro. I cannot believe he said that to his boss.
Said, I had on the wrong. So this was crazy. He in the room. I had on the wrong shirt. It wasn't laundry day. I ain't feel like doing laundry. So you gonna get what you get. But the woman asked him, and the man replied with, "Don't blame me. Blame your mama."
Bruh.
You in the wrong, bruh.
Bro, I promise you, that was one of the laughs of the weekend. Josh crazy, bro. That was hilarious, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to Ralph for his birthday, of course. But most definitely for my baby girl Zoe. Her birthday was on the 1st, as you said, New Year, Capricorn. And then my other baby girl, her birthday is on the 24th. I don't know if we're gonna have another one out by then. So if not, happy birthday to her as well. So y'all make sure y'all tell these young ladies, these growing young ladies, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
So before we get out of here, I gotta give them a question. So my question of the week is simply, this goes for men and women, for whomever it affects. How can you ever see the good I'm doing if all you can do is remind me of the bad I've done?
Red. Ooh.
Yeah.
Red, give me that one more time, bro. Give me that one more time.
I gotta ask him again. How can you see the good I'm doing, or better yet, the good in me, if all you can do is remind me of the bad I've done? Like that goes very far, because it's like you ask for this person to change or do things only to be reminded of what you haven't done or what you used to do. But I say all that to say, for the ones that actually affects that, people need, as much as they need criticism, they need, I guess, hand claps, applause as well. Like, if all you want to do, I can remember coming up as a young man, this is a backstory, saying that my stepdad, the only time you had something to say to me was when my mama done told you I did something wrong. And now you were made to fuss at me. But when I'm doing good things, that's what you're supposed to do. Oh, okay. Like I said, I'm not saying every time something good happens in his life or her life, they need a pat on the back. But it don't hurt to recognize that I see you trying. I saw the effort, and that's shout outs, because that's one of the biggest things that's happened in my marriage that I'm so thankful for. Just the recognition of seeing effort on both ends. It's amazing, bro. So shout out to the wife for that as well. But that's my question of the day for the ones that actually affect.
Hey, Red, that was a great question. And I do want to end it by saying this to your question. You are a product of your past, not a prisoner of your past. So no matter what happened, no matter what has happened in the past, that couldn't shape you to be who you are today. But you can also change it, because you can also do better, and you can always do better. But again, guys, shout out to all of you that listen. Shout out to the guys at the basketball game who I gave the cards to, who Shavonna gave the cards to, and they was like, man, we finna go listen to y'all right now. And so shout out to y'all, man. Also, thanks to everybody for the birthday wishes. And there go the card. You see it, flip it around. All you gotta do is scan the barcode, and it bring you right there. That's all you gotta do. Scan it, and it bring you right there. Shout out to all my fellow Capricorn Nation, baby. You know we do it. We begin and we end the year, and it's the beginning of the year, baby. So shout out to all the Capricorns. You know, outside of that, Red, the one thing you always gonna get with us, we always gonna keep it real, raw, and relevant. Thank you for tonight's episode of the Rated R Podcast.